Hey YouTube, Peterbilt Knife Guy. We got something exciting today. And by exciting, we are talking about a Survive Knives GSO-4 in Ghost Jade G10 scales with CPM Magnacut. How cool is that? This is a knife that was sent to me by Survive Knives for review. I know how you feel about it. I know how people feel about it. Some people love them, some people hate them. So here's my my spiel on it. I want to start this video off saying that I do understand the controversy between Survive Knives and customers and all this other stuff. I've heard it from both sides, and you know, time will tell all in the future of what's really going on. Usually when there's two sides involved, it's somewhere in the middle. It doesn't always happen that way. Sometimes somebody's just protecting their ass. We don't know. Until then, until the truth comes out, it's all speculation. But in full transparency, Guy did send me this knife for review because of Frank at What's the Point EDC did a shop tour and, you know, let him know about my channel, which I do appreciate because, I mean, every knife reviewer's goal, at least, you know, if you're US based like I am, is to have a good USA knife company send you a knife. I'm not a huge channel, and it's actually very flattering to get a free knife for review from a USA made company. That being said, I'm not participating in any of the drama. I know that people are owed knives. I don't completely agree with the situation, although I do see his points on certain things. But anyways, I'm just looking at a knife, and that's all I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna look at the quality of the knife, and that's it. And now that we got that out of the way, we can just look at the knife. Like I said, this is a GSO-4. It did come wrapped, when I got this yesterday, it did come wrapped in a paper and stuffed in here, but I took it off for the video because I didn't want to crinkle it all around. Made in USA, GSO-4. Can't see my label. But check this guy out. Isn't that freaking beautiful? That is a well-executed knife. Everything about it is freaking well executed. I'm gonna be straight up honest. Yes, this was sent to me. I think I already said that, but that doesn't mean I can't give my honest opinion about it because I'm not getting paid for this. This knife is done fantastically. There's just no other way around it. Grind lines, the bevels are perfect. The knife is just wicked sharp. The only thing I cut with it was a bottle and a toilet paper tube, but just wicked sharp. Now I'm not gonna say it's my sharp out of the box, but it is damn sharp. Damn sharp. That's after cutting some stuff. This knife's pretty much brand new. Like I said, I just cut two things, but yeah, we're looking at Ghost Jade G10 handle scales, and I'm freaking digging that. There is no milling out on these, which is cool. You know, the stuff is transparent. You can't see through it anywhere. You can see for the lanyard hole. There's a tiny little hole in there for something. I don't know what that is. Part of the manufacturing process or something. But yeah, these things are made in the USA. It's CPM Magnacut. I've never had CPM Magnacut before. This would be my first knife in Magnacut, so I'm really curious about that. It has a Peters heat treat, and I do believe he has a special protocol for his Magnacut and his other steels, and I think these come in around 62 and a half HRC. So it's a pretty good hardness on this blade, which is going to definitely aid in edge retention. It has exactly a 4-inch long cutting edge, and overall I think we're looking at, too big for my thing, we are looking at 9 1/4, 9 1/8, which is cool. When Guy reached out to me, he did ask me which one I wanted. I said I wanted to try a GSO line. I didn't tell him which one. This is the one he picked. I had two things that I said, and you know, beggars can't be choosers. And you know, he picked a good one for me. But I said I wanted to try. I love the Ghost Jade G10 handle scales. I didn't choose the Magnacut. I didn't care what he sent me. He does a good job on all his steels. You know, there's one thing to be said about Survives. Nobody says anything about their quality. Their quality is freaking top notch. But all they said is I wanted to try a GSO with Ghost Jade G10 handle scales, and that's what I got. And this all came about because Frankie at What's the Point EDC dyed his red, broke my heart. They do look good, I'm not gonna lie, but I don't know, there's something about this G10 scales. I don't know why, but I know these aren't Ghost Jade, but they're kind of a similar, I don't know, I just kind of like this lighter color. This is, you know, not the same, but the reason I got this is it kind of resembled the Ghost Jade G10 scales. This is an Ontario. It's not even the same, but whatever. So yeah, handle ergonomics on this thing are pretty freaking fantastic. It does have a really nice swell. It's extremely comfortable in hand. I have extra large hands, and I was a little bit worried that this was going to be kind of on the smaller side for me. It fits great. I have zero complaints about that, and plenty of room. You know, there's plenty of real estate on here. If you had smaller hands, I think this thing would fit you just fine also. We do have like a hidden lanyard hole kind of deal here with a little bit of a striker pommel there with some jimping on it, which is nice. You know, if you were gonna do some thrusting, stabbing into a stump or a tire or whatever you wanna do. Comfortable. I like it. If you put a lanyard on here, it's gonna defeat the purpose of this, but it's there. He makes his own hardware for these knives, and they're freaking beautiful. Stainless steel. I can't remember what torque size it is, but yeah, these things are just magnificent. Very nice little sharpening choil right here. I like it because I'm not a finger choil guy, and I'm so glad he didn't send me one with a finger choil. I mean, would I have liked it? Probably. Would I have been sad that it had a finger choil? Probably. First world knife problems, right? But this is perfect because the jimping, it's there. It's not overly aggressive. It's not sharp, but it's definitely functional. So that's cool. I want to get some use on this knife. Like I said, this is brand new. I've just pulled it out of the box yesterday. I had a huge day yesterday where I wasn't able to do a video, so I need to get on this. Anyways, before we do that though, I'm a scatterbrain. Let's talk about this sheath. This is a fantastic sheath. Super high quality, pretty thick Kydex going on here. It's very sturdy. I did not expect this to be as sturdy as it is. And it has an excellent clip if I don't drop it. Nice clip in, nice clip out, zero rattle. Zero freaking rattle. This knife is not going anywhere, even if you were to run it upside down. It takes reasonable force to get it out, but I'm not going to say it's too much. It's just almost just right. Nice little offset clip. I did not know this knife was going to come with an attachment. It does, and I kind of dig this. It is a belt loop attachment, but it also is a clip, so you can clip it on and off your belt pretty easily. That's cool. And I found out last night, because I wear overalls, and that's a big problem for me, is I wear overalls 99% of my life. I don't wear a belt, so I can't really belt carry things. I typically take the attachment off and just slide this into my pocket. But I have found that right on these overalls, there's a little flat right here. There's a little flat section in your pocket. It's kind of like where a third pocket would be. If I just slip that on right there, it's there. I can pull the knife out, and that clips in there. It's not going anywhere. I figured this out last night, and that's pretty cool, because the hardest part about wearing overalls is running attachments on here, and that actually works out freaking great. The metal clips, they tend to want to slide off when you pull it. This is not going anywhere. I have to freaking wiggle it around to try to get it off, because it does its job well. Shit, look, it's stuck. Can't even get it off. So that's fantastic. I'm gonna definitely say it's easier on than off, which I guess in the scheme of things is the way you would want it to be so you don't lose your knife. Anyways, let's go check this thing out. And I'm gonna be trying to incorporate my massive new vise into this video somehow. And I'm thinking it's gonna be the best wood holder ever. What do you think about that? Now that is a way to hold something. I suck at feather sticking, but look how good that holds it. I actually really suck at feather sticking, and I do believe it's part user, part knife, and seems to be doing good. Seems to be doing good, actually. Let's take this thing off here. I don't think this vise is helping me much. So I really suck at feather sticking, and I think the wood has something to do with it also. Let's see if we can get some nice curls. This is all me. Some people could just sit there and just curl these things. I can't. But I can tell you, this thing wants to frickin' bite in. Bite in a lot. Can you even see? Yeah, you can see. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Now, everybody knows that I like chopping. This is not a chopper knife, but we'll see what happens if you two-finger this. Could you chop some small stuff in the field with this? I'm gonna say you could. It's not a very heavy knife, but it does bite really deep, surprisingly. Look at that. Can't even get it in there. Pretty good little bites, actually. Forgot to mention it's about I don't know the thickness of the stock if the damn camera would focus there, but it's a relatively thin. We'll measure it when we get back inside, but let's see here. What else can we do with this thing? Is it even a Peterbilt Knife Guy video if I don't cut a water bottle? Let's see. Can we just slice through? and that's on an edge that I was chopping wood with. That's freaking crazy. Didn't get that one, but still impressive. So there you have it. This is the Survive Knives GSO-4 in CPM Magnacut. It's my first experience with Magnacut. We do need to measure the spine. We're looking at right around just a hair over 1/8 inch. I think there's specs. I'll put the size. I think it's 0.15 thickness, if I'm not mistaken. So it's just a hair over 1/8 of an inch, and it doesn't feel thin on this knife. So more to come. We will be doing a hard use test on this eventually. This is, like I said, just kind of an unboxing and a break into this guy. I do want to know how Magnacut handles this. Like I said, it's my first experience with it, and I'm curious. I want to see if the hype is real. And anyways, that's all I got for you today. Thanks for watching.